You know, God wouldn't tell us to correct our neighbor or ourselves if he couldn't be corrected. God wouldn't tell us to correct our neighbor or ourselves if he couldn't be corrected. Here it is in Exodus, the 32nd chapter. God is going through a situation where his wrath is kindled against Israel while he is giving the tablets to Moses on the mountaintop. But the people are down and they think that Moses is not coming back. So they tell Aaron, let's make us an idol god. Let's make us a god. And Aaron, he goes with what the people want to do. But while Moses is up with God in the mountaintop, God tell Moses, he said, them people down there cutting up. He said, these people is stiff-necked, they hard-headed, but God already knew that. But what God did was he tested Moses. Moses didn't agree with God when God was in his wrath. What Moses did, he told God, he said, Lord, you brought them out. You know the Egyptians going to talk about them. They're going to say you brought them out so you could do something to them. That's why you brought them out so you can kill them. Lord, this what you going to do? He said, Lord, you got to repent of this evil. That's what he tell God. He says this, wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth. Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. You know, so many people in leadership capacity, when they got people as armor bearers, or they got people in their congregations, or they got people in fellowship with them, or members of their church, what they'll do is they'll speak things, and most of the time the members will agree. But right here, God has given Moses the inclination of right and wrong. And so when God's wrath is kindled, and Moses notices it only because God has given him the ability to notice it, then God realizes, which he don't have to realize anything because he's God, he's the creator of all things. He says, he repents. He says that he's wrong. Even God acknowledged that he was wrong. Moses goes on to tell God, remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of, I will give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. And the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto the people. God repented himself. And he used one of his servants. He used one of his servants and gave him the power to correct him. But you saying can't nobody correct you? You got to know what these words mean. Even God himself allowed himself to be corrected by his people. They spoke the word back to him, and God realized. He did. And for some of us to say that we're not supposed to be corrected as children of God, when God himself allowed Moses to correct him, oh, I don't know. I don't know.